Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Thanks for being part of my subscription drive, my YouTube subscription drive. That's what we're doing these days. Every week I'm going to try to post something on here that I would like to share with you. If you subscribe and share it with your friends, that'd be really helpful. It helps me sort of monetize some of the stuff, including my songs on here. At some point, that'll happen if I get enough subscribers. Also, there's a little bell beside the subscribe button that lets you know when you can find me or when I'm about to do something, and let you know. So thanks so much for those supporting this already. It's pretty awesome. I really appreciate it. This week I'm going to talk about my guitars. I've now narrowed it down to 2 guitars. At one point I had up to about 12. And I used to have an electric, then I narrowed it down to an electric outfit, 2 guitars for an electric show and then 2 guitars for an acoustic show. And now I've narrowed it down to just 2 guitars plus a couple little parlor guitars that lie around my house. The first one I'm going to show you is this 18-year-old Larivee Dreadnaught. This one is a DO2. Built actually in Vancouver, I believe. And I got this guitar as a birthday present. This was sort of my first real guitar. And I got it from Steve's Music Store here in Whitehorse. And for about $2,500. And it still has the original pickup in it. It's a Fishman pickup. I've changed the battery, of course, every 2 years. But other than the finish, which has been cracked from endless up and down plane rides, this thing has been my steady machine. I just had a fret job done on it, and I love this thing. It's got all kinds of headstocks, been cracked and banged and fixed multiple times. I absolutely adore it because I can use it for both flat picking and fingerstyle. It's got some stuff going on the side, as you can see. Anyways, it's a beauty, and it's my favorite. It sounds absolutely great. Fantastic guitar. I highly recommend them. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but if you get your hands on one, I've played other kinds of Larivees, and they're just steady. Super tough, super durable. Like I said, great for flat picking, great for fingerstyle. Lovely guitar. And it was a birthday gift. 18 years old. This guitar is, and before that I only had a couple Yamahas, Dreadnaughts, that were terrible sounding. So this one I can't seem to part with. No matter how much work I get done on it, it's still there for me. It's fantastic. The other one I'm going to show you is this 1954 Dobro, built by the Dobro brothers in Czechoslovakia in 1954. And this was a gift given to me by my first guitar player that I ever played with, Mr. Ailey Sparks, otherwise known as Peter Thiessen from Steinbeck, Manitoba. And before he died of cancer, while he was playing with me, he gave this as one of his parting gifts. He had to give all his instruments away to different people. And this one was in rough shape when I got it, but he knew I wanted to learn to play slide guitar. And he gave this beauty to me. In the hope that I wouldn't shine it up like my rest of my guitars, and I'd learn how to listen and play it properly. I'm still learning, Ailey. I haven't quite figured that out. But this guitar was refurbished and rebuilt by Erica Halingers here from Whitehorse, from Woodshine Studio. She's also since passed on. She was an incredible luthier. She saved my bacon so many times. But this guitar has been through an awful lot, and I'd like to find lots of reasons to leave it on the shelf at home, but I never can because it's so amazing. The sound is incredible, and she put new binding on it, she put a new cone on it, and at one point the neck was actually rotted underneath the fretboard. Underneath here, the whole thing was rotted, and she said to me, I can take the whole thing out and rebuild the whole neck. Because I want you to keep this wood. Like, look at the back of this thing. And she put new tuning pegs on it, of course. And this sucker is, well, it looks like Hank Williams threw up on it 2 or 3 times. And I absolutely adore this thing. I've used different combinations of guitars. but these are the ones that keep me strumming and singing. Look at that. Oh, love it. Just love it. Anyways, these are my guitars. Next week I'm gonna play you a song inspired by the man that gave me this guitar. The song's called Bottleneck to Wire. Thanks so much, folks. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Take good care out there.